I have been coming to Glad Tidings frequently since the beginning of last year, January, so it's about a year now. A few years ago, my husband passed away, and I was left with 2 kids, and everything that happened afterwards was almost more difficult to handle. The realization of doing it by yourself, the realization of all the difficulties that you face, and everything just went trying to rely on my own strength. Although I knew God was there, somehow, somewhere a disconnection just started happening. And the further in the process I went, the more I expected God to help me in this way. This is how He's going to help me, and this is how I'm going to be better, and this is what I need. And it didn't come. It was really absolutely a point of despair. Totally despair. And instead of, like in the past when I was growing up, I clung to God, I started moving further and further away. I think I have a solution for this, and it doesn't work out. I think this is going to happen, and it doesn't happen. So I was just at the point where I really, really didn't know what to do anymore. And one of my friends comes to Glad Tidings often, and I just stay across the street from here. And one Sunday morning, I definitely clearly heard God's voice saying, "Go to the church and go today." So I thought, this time I have to listen. So I phoned her and I said, "Can we go to church?" And we came to church. And I had so many questions, so many things that I didn't understand and I was angry about. And in that sermon, everything was answered. All of my anger and all of my feeling of despair was addressed in that sermon. And for the first time in years, I felt peace. It was so humbling. It was so overwhelming, realizing that God has been there all this time, just waiting for me to realize He's there. He wants to help me. He's everything that I'm wondering about, everything that I need, He's there. So it was a journey. I was really at a very, very low point at that stage. But in the beginning, I just came here every Sunday by myself, just sitting and crying. Just crying for realizing how far I missed the point. I was missing the point that God wanted to make to me and make me understand and make me connect with Him with. I was just missing the point. I know the friend that brought me to church that day, she saw me she went for a visit for a few months somewhere else. And when she came back and she looked at me, she said to me, "What happened?" And I said, "Why?" "Because you're a different person." And I felt it. I had peace. I felt loved. Things that I haven't felt in such a long time. And I can honestly say nothing in my life has changed, but everything in my heart has changed. My purpose in life has changed. And I'm so thankful for being able to come here. Thankful for the messages that I got every Sunday. Thankful for the people. If I didn't have Glad Tidings, if I didn't have the small group, if I didn't have that feeling of the Holy Spirit guiding me, I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't have made it through all of that. So that is my testimony, that God gives you what you need when you need it. Even if you think this is the way, He's got a better way.